Welcome to the channel for another amazing story. The person whose story this is, his name is Karner. But before going towards the story, I'm going to ask you to please go ahead and subscribe to my channel for the latest updates. My name is Karner. I was only 17 years old when I fell in love with a girl who lived together in the same neighborhood. She was very poor but very beautiful. We were very good friends at first, and then we got into a relationship. Both of us were the first people to come into each other's lives. I was very happy that a virgin girl came into my life, and she was also very happy. She said that she wants to be with me for the rest of her life. I told my father that I want to get married, and he said that who gets married at such a young age? Okay. That's fine enough. Thought we have a lot of wealth. Your own father has also left a lot for you, and you will definitely get something from me because your mother wanted it. But still you are not old enough to marry. But I want to marry my love because it was her wish. If she was saying that, it meant that she didn't want to be with anyone else. But me, and that was a big deal to me. I just thought that Mary is the girl with whom I will spend the rest of my life. We got married. There were not so many people in the wedding, but people didn't matter in our wedding. The thing was that we both were very happy together. She looked very cute in bridal clothes. After that, we started living together. But one thing was very strange, that Mary would suddenly disappear somewhere. I was very surprised that she told me everything about her, but she did not tell me anything about this matter. I said that wherever you go, your phone goes off. Then she told me one day that my stepfather has a mother. That's why my family never respected her. They say I'm not related to them. She lives in a small house and she used to be very sick. So I used to go there to serve her. I liked it very much that Mary cared for an old woman. It means that she's a good person. I told my wife that I will go with you next week too. But she was nervous and said, no need to come with me. I said, why shouldn't be with you, when she said that actually her mental condition is not right. She gets very weird when she sees strangers and attacks them because she's mad, and I was very sorry for her. I told Mary that it is fine that she should go on her own, but on my behalf, take flowers for her or anything that she needs. Everything was going well with life. Once I was going somewhere, and on the way I got a call from my friend. He was talking to me that you have to get married while you could comfortably date for a couple of years. After that, you would know which girl is better for you. So I said, I know my wife was better for me. I didn't need to waste words for years. But he said that you took it by saying that you were supposed to get married so soon. But do you ask your wife the same thing, that his thoughts were the same as yours? I told that I had not hidden this from her, but surely his thoughts were the same as mine. So she accepted my words. Now I was distracted by my friend's words that I had a very bad accident, after which I had no recollection of where I was. But it's been 5 years, and today I opened my eyes, and from there, I found out that I was in coma for 5 years because I had a very bad accident and hit my head. Coma is in which a person suddenly falls into a very deep unconsciousness due to a shock. Sometimes he can regain consciousness after 2 days, sometimes after 4 weeks, and sometimes after 2 months, sometimes after 2 years later. And sometimes it's not even know whether he will come back to consciousness or not. It had been 5 years for me. For 5 years, I had not seen this world and had not seen my wife. When my eyes opened, the doctors were very happy that the patient had came back. They also told me that my sweet little daughter had also come into this world, because when the accident happened to me, my wife was pregnant. Now my daughter is 4 years old, and there were some other scenes in my mind that I had seen with my own eyes while coming back from the coma. But the doctors didn't know because there were no doctors in my room. At that time, I was very quiet since I regained consciousness, not seeing anything. The doctor said maybe he's still a little shocked, but he will be fine. I was brought back home by my stepfather. He was there, and some of my friends were there as well. And my wife too. I was very quiet since I regained consciousness, not saying anything to the doctor, and she was calling me Papa. That sweet little girl that I saw, that was my baby girl. She was very sweet girl. I didn't even shake hands with anyone. I didn't even look at my wife. But I hugged this girl. Everyone was surprised and everyone said that it's about her children. So he will love, love, love. My wife was also crying. Maybe she still couldn't believe that I had regained consciousness. She was quite sad seeing my condition because I wasn't even looking at her. But I wasn't looking at my wife because she cheated me 1,000 times while I was in the coma for 5 years, while I was in coma. My wife cheated on me. Yes. When I was in the hospital, my wife cheated on me and she did it with my doctor in the same room in the hospital where I was laying unconscious because I found out that she used to tell everyone that I will sleep with my husband at night. Of course, he is in coma, but I will stay with him. Everyone told me that you made the right decision. She is a very royal girl. You left her, yet this lady was sleeping in your room. She also gave birth to your children and she is really very loyal to you. But I understood the scene I saw because when I was in the hospital, I saw that my wife was making physical contact with the doctor on a couch lying in the same room, and they were talking to each other about how many times we have looked at each other so intently in 5 years. Now we don't even remember my wife cheated on me. She was like other women. How could she be patient when I went into this coma? I was no use to her and she went around with the doctor to fulfill her physical needs. I also found out that she didn't have any grandmother. It was all a lie. She used to with someone even then. And this girl was not mine by the doctors. But now I wanted to talk about this only with my wife and not with anyone else. I told this to the closest friends and made a plan with them. After a week, I talked to my wife alone and told her that Lily is my daughter. I hugged her tightly. She was sleeping. I said that she's my daughter and she said, "Yes, my dear, this is your daughter." I said that you are sure about it. She said, "Yes, I am." And you never say that she only my daughter and I want to keep it with me only, do you? So Mary said, "Why would I say that this is your daughter? She will always be yours. I will never take her away from you. I can't even claim her to be only me." Suddenly a smile appeared on my face and I took my daughter Lily to her room and then I start the conversation with my wife when I was in coma. My wife was living off my insurance from the bank and staying at my house. Of course, she had what other money? Which would she have used? And money was also needed for my treatment at night. My wife dressed up for me very well. She was wearing a very cute night and she looked so beautiful and attractive. I feel like today I will fall in love with her all over again. I spent time with her like we used to spend, she's in my arms. But in the morning I put something in front of her that she was surprised with the divorce papers. I said, "Sign it because you cheated me. The doctor you had an affair with has told me everything you said and been unfaithful to me every night for 5 years. He has also accepted this and I have his recording too. But you will go from here alone. I will not send this baby girl with you because what will be the future of this baby girl with you? This baby girl will be my..." She called me baby. He called me my father who said in front of everyone that this girl is mine. And when you said that I will never have any claim on this girl with you. I will never be able to make claim for this girl. So I have also recorded it with my friend. I installed cameras at your home. You have been unfaithful to me. No, but I have made a whole plan and played my part. Now this girl is only mine. You are not my wife. You will not get anything from me because if you're trying to file a case against me, I will easily prove in the code that you had an affair with someone else and you do know that adultery is a crime. My wife's face was worth seeing. She didn't even know that all this would happen to her if I wanted. I could have sent this girl along with her. But there was no fault of this girl. My wife said that this is all a lie. There's nothing like that. I told her that now no justification of yours can prove anything. It's wrong because I have collected all the information. You have deceived me. But I'm surprised, why did you betray me if I had gone into a coma and you couldn't wait for me for 5 years? You would have quietly walked out of my life. You had a very good excuse that I couldn't be alone and I don't know when you will come back from coma. But you thought it better to deceive me. And after that, when I came back suddenly, you made this girl mine and used all my wealth. And now you can go from here because I have finished all my affairs with you." She was thrown out of the house and the divorce papers were also given to her. She left and I didn't care if she came back or we people were not going to talk anywhere. This girl had no future with an unfaithful woman. But now I will make her a good person. All my friends also came to know about this. And my stepfather also said that I was the first person to know how good this girl can be. No one waited for anyone. And even if they did, if so, their love is true. Even if her love wasn't true for you, she did it. I hadn't seen the world for 5 years. I was still sick. I still had problems, but I still cared about Lily. Now, Lily is 15 years old and she's doing very well in her studies and my health is better than before. I have a girlfriend again and I'm happy with her. I never will see Mary again. Not in this life. Mary didn't try to contact me. Maybe she didn't have any special attachment to her daughter. Otherwise she would never have left. But still she thinks she is my daughter and as long as she thinks so, I will not tell anything. I love her more than my own daughter if I had one.